into the Jaye Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! Hey, family, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Go to YouTube, like and follow our channel there. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Follow us on Instagram, the Jaye Spot. Jay is Jaye for all three. Guys, please be sure to turn on the notification bells for all platforms. Hey, family, listen, it is great to be here. Thank you all for joining me. Listen, we got a lot to talk about, okay? Let's get to it. Let's start off with this. Now, ladies, I need to know this because I saw this. Are you okay? And would you ever suggest to your husband, babe, you can go out, you can get you a side chick. I'm so busy. I literally cannot keep up with your needs and your desires. And I don't want you to go without because I can't keep up because I have so much going on. So it's okay. I'm going to allow you to have a side chick. Ladies, would you ever suggest that? Fellas, would you take your wife up on that offer if she were to ever say to you, you know what, listen, I can't, I got too much going on. Like, you want to do it like we ain't got nothing else to do. You a horny toad and I just can't keep up with you. So listen, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to allow you to go out and find you somebody. Listen, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't get attached. Don't get stuck. It is what it is. Do what you need to do, but I cannot keep up with you. Ladies, would you ever suggest that to your husband? And fellas, would you ever take your wife up on an offer if she said to you, if she were to say to you, you know what, I'm fine with you having a side chick. I'm okay with that because I'm too busy. I have a career. I have this going on, that going on, and I just cannot keep up with your needs because I'm tired. When I get home, I'm tired and I'm ready to sleep and you're ready to do it. And all I want to do is go to sleep. Would you ever tell your husband, listen, it's okay for you to have a side chick? And fellas, are you going to say, okay, listen, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take wifey up on this offer. And if you do take her up on the offer, are you going to be thinking in the back of your mind, no, it's probably some stuff. She just saying this because it's a dude that she done saw that she want to get at. And so she just want to give me permission to go out and be with somebody because she done saw somebody that has caught her eye. Would you be okay with that? Because here's the thing. Let's get it together, you all. Ladies, and I understand it's so much going on. It's so much going on. We got work, kids, side hustles, husband, all of this stuff. But we can't neglect our husbands. You can't. Like, this is how, and I mean, I guess the lady called herself being honorable by saying, you can go and get a side chick. But if he get a side chick for that, then what does he need you? Like, why would he want to come back home? What's going to make him come back home? Because you're connecting, he's connecting, you're sending him to connect with someone else because you're too busy. So you're too busy to tend to your husband's needs. So you're too busy to put your marriage in your relationship first. And I feel like if you're going to have that type of attitude, then maybe stay single and not be selfish because again, like you opening up a whole can of worms by inviting somebody else into your marriage, into your bedroom, simply because you have a lot going on. And again, I do understand. But ain't no way in the world I'm sending my man out to another chick and telling him, go, you can go ahead on over there. She can take care of you. Just make sure you come back. Why would he come back? Why would I come back? You sending me over here, so you sending him over there, and he's gonna find somebody. Guess what? You're gonna take him over there. He's gonna find his little side chick, and guess what? She gonna have time for him. She gonna have time to do it to him. She gonna have time to cook for him. She gonna have time to do all of this stuff. She's gonna make him the priority that you, his wife, should be making him. Now, again, I understand you can't do it every day. You may not be able to do it every day, but I mean, come on, you gotta find time. Like, you have to make time, and you guys have to promise each other that you're, no matter how hectic life gets, that you're going to continue to breathe life and build your bond, build your relationship. Because if you stop connecting like that and you're like sending him off like, go play with somebody else, how do you think that makes him feel? Like, yes, he would be excited naturally and logically because you're saying, oh, he can go be with another woman. But after he done went and bust one, and he come back and he think about it, he's gonna be like, like you just shooing him off like he's some little puppy. Shoot. Go play with somebody else. I'll come back and find you when I got time for you. Be ever ye so mindful. I personally don't think that this is something that should be suggested, and I know good and doggone well it's not something that I'm on board with doing. I'm not sending Mr. Nowhere. So, like, if we together, listen, we're gonna have to get it cracking. I'm gonna have to give you a couple of ow. And, listen, but it's gonna be something. But I'm not sending my husband anywhere to be just with anybody because it's convenient for me to do, because again, life is getting in the way and all of this other stuff. So ladies, please think long and hard before sending your man somewhere else, because listen, these chicks out here, baby, they playing for keeps. Okay, these chicks are not playing any games. Speaking of playing any games, and they for keeps. Our next hot topic, you all, listen. This chick, first of all, there was a young lady. She was 18 years old. And this man, he unalived her because she exposed their relationship to his wife. So he ended up unaliving this young lady because she exposed his relationship to the wife. It is so sad, you all. You listen. And then in relation to that, on a celebrity tip, Nelly, now a young lady coming out this past week, and she is saying that Nelly has, I'm going to say allegedly, he's been creeping off with her. So she's saying that, listen, they're sitting up here smiling on TV and making you all think that they are some happy couple, but he was just busting it wide open with me 2 weeks ago. The chick, this an IG model, she claims that she hooked up with Nelly about 2 weeks ago, and Ashanti doesn't know. Listen, she posted this on her social media. And I'm going to go back to the young lady that was unalived in Milwaukee due to exposing her affair to his wife and tearing their whole spot up. You all, listen, young ladies, I do not advise this at all. People are crazy. No, listen, if you're going to enter into a situation like that, know your role. Play your role. Because if he wanted you as the main, he would have you. But you the side chick, you something to do, whatever it is that he want to do. If he didn't want to be with his wife, he wouldn't be with his wife. He would be able to do whatever it is that he wanted to do. But clearly he's creeping around with you for a reason. So until he does whatever he needs to do to get up out his relationship or his situation, if he's serious about leaving, that's not your call. You can get seriously hurt by doing this. And it's like these young ladies, beautiful young ladies, and you all are out here messing around with these dirty bastards, these old geezers. And now this young lady is not here anymore because this man done took her out because she exposed the relationship. But she thought it, no doubt, she probably thought that it was cute. I'm gonna tell your wife and whatever it is, just like this young lady on Instagram is doing allegedly with Nelly and Ashanti. And you're thinking it's cute, but then the moment something happens, everybody is, sad. But listen, we have to start holding people accountable and letting them know beforehand. Listen, this is not okay. It's not okay to be a side chick. But if you're going to be a side chick, play your role. If he wanted his relationship, if he wanted this known with you, then he wouldn't be sneaking around with you. He would have chosen you. So if he didn't choose you, stop going out there and airing these men's business because you're not his priority. You're just something for him to bust one in, and then that's it. But you don't have the right to destroy his relationship. And a lot of times you're thinking, no doubt they're thinking, oh, if she was doing what she was supposed to be doing, then he wouldn't be over here with me. Listen, you don't know what that woman's supposed to be doing. You don't know what she doing and what he not doing. And clearly she was doing something well enough that he didn't want to reveal what he got going on with you. He didn't want to lose that because now you put yourself in position to be unalive because you're going and exposing this man's business. And again, I am not condoning violence. I'm not condoning what this man has done because it's tragic. I'm not condoning that. But I'm also not going to condone the behavior that led to that. So we have to start being accountable for our actions. You got to stop trying to mess people's lives up, tear people's lives up, then think it's funny, think it's cute, and think that you're going to get away with it. Because guess what? These folks are crazy. People are crazy. You're trying to ruin these people's lives and they're taking yours because you're ruining them. So before they let you ruin their life and take them down, they'll take you out. Hey, pretty Tasha, how you doing? Hey, Cedric, how you doing? You said they sentenced him to death too. I mean, I think as they should, but again, a young lady has lost her life over some craziness. She lost her life because she's trying to expose this man. Again, if you're gonna sneak around and slide around and slither around, then do that at your own discretion. But stop trying to blow up these men's spot because again, clearly he know where home is. He know where he wants to be. Yeah, he there with you, busting it wide open and doing whatever filthy things that you're going to do to him and you're going to allow him to do to you. Yes, he's there to do that and then some. But that's all he's there to do. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that it's more than what it is. It's just busting it wide open. That's nothing else. You mean nothing else to him. And I need you all to just stop with this craziness because again, these men are not playing these games. Again, he can lie to you and tell you, and no doubt he probably saying, probably if the same thing is true with allegedly with Nelly, no doubt he telling this girl whatever it is that he want to hear. She wants to hear. Yeah, she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. Whatever it is that you say, that men say to trap these women and to get them into being a side piece, then that's what it is. But I'm going to also say sometimes these men are not even saying anything. These chicks are just certified side chicks, and that's just what it is. You see that they're posting up on social media and they're looking happy and this and that. Listen, you all, be mindful of posting your private life on social media, because listen, you got low down dirty chicks like this girl that Nelly allegedly messed around with, that's out there looking to ruin your life, looking to ruin your marriage, because she's saying in her post, she's like, yeah, while they're pretending to be so happy for social media, yeah, but he was busting it wide open for me with me the last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever. What does that tell you? A crazy hater. She's a hater. Stop posting your private stuff. Listen, it's okay to post a picture here and there, but some of you all post everything. We took a bubble bath. He drunk my bath water. He licked this off me. She did this. Listen, y'all are inviting people to come and try to have a reason to be jealous of what you guys are doing. It's some things that most things in your private life need to just be kept private, because again, these people are crazy. So side chicks, do just that. Stay to the side. Stay to the side and stay a secret like you are. Continue to let them bust it wide open and let these men do whatever filthy and disgusting things that they're going to do to you, whatever they're going to pay you, whatever it is that you're getting for your service. But leave these men wives out of this. Leave these wives out of the foolishness, because she doesn't have anything to do with it. And again, it's not your place to expose him. It was your place to keep your legs closed and not get involved with this married man. But anything that's pertaining to their marriage, it's not your place. It's not your place. Oh, I'm gonna let sis know. I'm gonna let sis know how her man is. She knows she married to a bastard. You don't think she knows she got a bastard? She do. She do. Is she gonna leave and do whatever it is that she decides to do in her own time? She don't need you pushing a hand or pushing the envelope and trying to tell her what to do with the bastard that she said I do to. That's not your job. It's not your place to do that. So again, we definitely have to get it together. But young ladies, value yourselves. Let's start talking about valuing yourselves enough and respecting yourself enough to not fall for the side piece trap. Don't fall into these situations. Value yourself enough to know that, listen, I deserve somebody too. I'm going to have somebody that's going to come and that's going to be with me. But if you don't, then what are you going to do? You're going to end up unalive, because you playing with these people's lives and playing with their business, and you playing with their livelihood. So IG models, whatever it is. And listen, fellas, listen, if you not happy, if you need more, whatever it is, if you need her to do it to you more, if you want her to get nastier, you need to communicate that with her, whatever it is that you need. If she not slobbing on Bob, however you want, whatever it is that you want, and she ain't doing it, say something. Say something, because you go out here and you are messing around with these young chicks and they blow up your spot. I'm telling you, fellas, I'm going to say this again. I feel like I've told you all this before, but I'm going to have to reiterate this ish. You cannot, these young new people, yes, these girls are built. They are gorgeous. Okay. A lot of them, and they listen, and they don't have no morals. Listen, they don't have no integrity, no self-esteem. You low self-esteem. They listen, nothing is off limits. So you can go, you can do whatever you want to do to some of them, a lot of them. They don't have nothing to lose. And you all are out there just passing your, just slanging your old disability around, just slanging, just messing these young girls up, turning these young girls out. And you think that they're still going to have the same. See, cheating today is not the same as cheating was yesterday. Because when they cheat today, as you can see with the situation with Nelly and Ashanti, allegedly him cheating, and then with this man and all the other young ladies that have been unalived because they're exposing these men for cheating. It's not the same. You're not gonna have me and Mrs. Jones got a thing going on, and Miss Jones gonna keep it over there. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. They're not keeping that ish to themselves anymore. These chicks seek to destroy. Okay, they seek to destroy whatever is good in their sight. They're going to destroy it. So you better leave them alone. You be better off going and finding you a chick your age to cheat with. If you gonna listen, fellas, y'all 35 and up, that 30 plus, if you gonna cheat, you all better leave these 18-year-olds alone, 19 to 20. A lot of these girls, listen, they are not all there. They are not all here, but they beautiful. They stacked. They going getting these BBLs and doing all this other crazy stuff. And listen, we'll turn your old behind out. But then when you done messing her up and messing with her, you want to put her back and think she gonna just go over there and stay. She's not. She's not. She's gonna destroy your house, your job, and everything else that you work for. Why? Because you did all these things to her. Listen, y'all creating these soul ties. Y'all like to think that your old disabilities is just so good that you keep them. No, you all are creating these soul ties and y'all messing these young girl heads up. Now they can't keep it together. So if you gonna go and cheat, go get you an old hoe, okay? Leave these young ones alone. Go get you an old streetwalker. Go get you somebody who needs our bad. Go get you one that know how to keep a secret and know how to, have some confidentiality. Go get you one of those. But you find you one of these IG models, these IG chicks, I can guarantee you that your ish will be blew up. Your spot will be blown up. Hey, Black Love on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Listen, leave these young chicks alone because, again, this cheating and all this other bull junkie, look, it's for the birds, which will lead to our next hot topic. Speaking of cheating, because see, this is what some of you all fellas, you all need to listen to this advice. Now, Mr. David Banner, he reveals that he doesn't do business with men that cheat on their wives. Oh, I will say it again. He says that he does not do business with men that cheat on their wives. He says because if the person that you sleep with can't trust you, then neither can I. I approve this message. I 100% approve Mr. David Banner's message on, listen, if you cheat on your wife, because really think about it. Now, I know that there's some low budget dude that's gonna say, oh, that's some simp type. Yeah, because you fall into the category because you don't have any integrity. So, and he's talking about you. So yes. But if you really think about it, that makes sense. It truly makes sense. The person that you have pledged your life to, the person that you said for better or for worse, your better half, your partner, your life partner, and everything. If you can cheat on them, then I know without a shadow of a doubt that I could not trust you in business. I can't trust you. Because if the person who's supposed to be your number one and you ain't even doing right over there, I know that you're not going to do right by me. If you can cheat on the man or the woman that you said I do to, that you chose to forsake all others for, the person that you said that you was going to love honor, cherish, and all that good ish. If you can cheat on them, listen, I know you wouldn't mind nickel and diming me out of my little coins, and I need all my coins. So I'm with David Banner on that. I can't do business with you if you're not right. And to be honest with you, I really, before he even said that, I kind of like move like that, because even with females, we can be cool, but I can't trust you. Just like if it's a woman and she has a best friend and I see her talking about her best friend, her bestie, oh, baby, I don't trust you as far as I can spit. I won't trust you at all. If you could talk about your bestie like that, what we talking about? Black Love, you're saying I like his stance on this. I don't understand how women date men who neglect their responsibilities to care for their children. Absolutely. I definitely agree with his stance on this, because again, when you look at the big picture, you promised to love this woman. You promised to obey her. You promised to take care of her. And you out here slithering and sliding these streets, finding something else to get into. If it's something wrong, you not coming to communicate. So if we're doing business, if something is going wrong with us, guess what? You're going to stab me in my back because you don't have any integrity. And I truly believe that cheaters don't, in my opinion, and it's just me, but let's talk about it. Drop in the comments. I believe that cheaters don't have integrity. What do you all think about that, Jay? It's different situations. Man, I made a mistake and fell on her. That don't count. Now, listen, if you made a mistake, this only applies to ladies. You can make a mistake and fall on it. Like if you in Miami or South Beach somewhere, women can make a mistake and fall on it. Okay. So I said what I said. They can make a mistake and fall on it. But for you fellas, no, you have to willingly take it out. Listen to what I'm saying. Watch this. You got to take it out. You got to take it. You got to unzip the pants and take it out. You got to do that. But see, listen, she could be having on a little sundress and she could trip and fall on it. You see what I'm saying? So fellas, that's the difference. Okay. Now, I don't want to argue with you all. I'm trying to tell y'all how it really works. You can take it out and listen, she can slip on it. Okay. But you got to take the time to unzip your pants and you got to pull it out and hopefully you strapping up, But as for the woman, she could just be walking past and just make a mistake and fall, trip on a schlong dong, okay? So it happens. She slipped on a schlong dong, okay? So that's just how it is. Cedric, it's not a double standard. That's just how it is. Because listen, you got a men that got, again, you got this. She over there, she got a little sundress on. But for y'all got to take the time. You said, okay, I'm going to unzip the pants and you're going to take Harmon the Monster out and you made a decision to do that. But she got a sundress on. She ain't got no underwear. She just make a mistake. Oh my God. I made a mistake and fell all up on it. Now look what happened. So that only applies for women, fellas. She can make a mistake and fall on it, and that's just it. But when you're cheating, again, I'm with it. I cannot trust a cheater and I cannot do business with a cheater. I just cannot. And again, we know we got partners and we got homegirls and homeboys that's out here living foul. So me, I'm this type of friend. I'm like, so you just gonna sit out here, so you just gonna continue to be raggedy. I have said things to people that I'm cool with, and I see that you cheating. I have said things. I'm like, so when she busts your head to the white meat, because you're gonna get caught, because you own a little slow bus, and when she do, I'm telling you, that's it. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna be like, I told you so. You supposed to be my friend. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you out here living scandalous, and when you get caught, because you will get caught, I don't want to have anything to do with that. But again, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, man, I can't even do it. I ain't gonna be able to trust you. Cedric, you're saying he ain't holding your legs open, otherwise it's rape. Wait, I don't Cedric, how we get on Ray? I said she fell on it. She fell on it. That's why it's not the same, because she had a sundress on and she fell on it. But the men, you all consciously make a decision because y'all have to unzip y'all pants and y'all got to take it out and and just lay it right there. But a woman, she could just make a mistake. She could just be walking by, minding her own business, and boop, she done fell on the slong dome. So that's just what it is. So women, they be making a mistake. They the only ones that can make a mistake and cheat. But again, when you talk about cheating, I think that only people with no integrity cheat. That's me. You don't have any integrity, because it's just like, again, if we're doing business and we have a problem, then you're not going to come to me. You're going to go somewhere else. You're going to talk about me. You're going to talk about what the issue is. You're going to put it on social media and start throwing subliminal hints and stuff like that, instead of sitting down as an adult and we're coming and we're talking about our issue. So that's what a lot of people do. So if you a cheater, I feel like that's what you would do. You would go just like with your wife. You found somebody else because clearly you were either tempted by something else, or it was some type of issues going on at home that you did not address. Or if you did address it, you all had not resolved it. So you chose to go out and bring somebody else into the relationship. So how does that correlate in business? Well, if we have a situation going on and you know that we have a competitor out there and they're offering you a better deal, then you're gonna jump off with me and you're gonna go over there and do business with them. Why? Because you don't have any integrity. Only people with integrity, no integrity, move like that, opposed to sitting down. So that's how it could be the same thing, because it's a trait, it's a personality trait that he is saying that's why I couldn't do business with men that cheat. That's where Mr. David Banner comes from when he's looking at it from that standpoint, like, yo, it's all of these different things. And with business, there are going to be ups and downs. We're going to have some good days. We're going to have some bad days. We're going to be making some money. We're going to lose some money. And if you can't do that, you're over with your wife, y'all having some good days, y'all having some bad days, y'all having some ups and some downs. So when things get hard, you go looking and sniffing elsewhere. Same thing you will do in business. Man, I'm ready to pull out this investment. I'm ready to do this. I seen something else. Or you just, your eyes, you're a wanderer. If you are not content with the wife, the woman that you chose, and you constantly looking around for something else, again, I think that you will be looking around for something else when it comes to business. Again, instead of standing 10 toes down and making the situation that you are in, instead of making it work, or coming to an agreement to mutually, you know what, we're going to mutually end this marriage, or we're going to mutually end this business partnership. You won't do that. You will be going around a person's back, doing all kinds of crazy things, saying all kinds of crazy things behind their back, opposed to just stepping up to them as an adult and communicating whatever it is that you need. You'll be going behind their back, because guess what? That's just what you do. You don't have any integrity. Now, listen, speaking of no integrity, now you all look, I respect K Michelle, okay? But listen, you all, we're going to have to keep my sister K Michelle lifted up, because baby girl is like, she has been through a lot. And you can tell when she speaks from a point of pain. And so she made a statement recently and she said that she only dates white men. She only date the pink men, okay? She only date pink men. And then we have another post where the lady says that, you know what? She married the pink dude because pink dudes treat black women better than black men treat black women. And I want to get into that. Listen, people, I think that you should stick with your own race when dating, because there's just a lot of confusion. Like, culturally, there's just a lot of things that we don't understand about each other. Listen, Black men, if you get pulled over by the police and they disrespect you and they call you every knick-knack ninja in the book, there is nothing that that pink chick is going to be able to say to console you, because she done dropped the N-bomb a time or two. So there was be nothing that she can't understand you. She cannot feel your pain. She won't be able to relate to anything of the sort. Ladies, Black women, the same thing. Now, I know you may say, oh, Jay, that's racist. I'm far from racist. I'm far from racist, but I believe in Black love, because here's what's going to happen. See, we get over here and we say that, oh, well, white men treat Black women better than they treat than they treat Black women. White men treat Black women better than Black men treat them. Let me tell you, let's just break this down. They don't treat you better. You don't act the same way. See, we will cut the entire rug with each other. We will cuss each other out. We will disrespect each other. But you're not going to do the same thing to Richard that you going to do to Derek. Baby, you will cuss Derek out. You done bust Derek car windows and all kinds of stuff. But when you get over here on the other side, you want to act like you got some sense. Now you ain't on all that ghetto ratchet stuff. You're on your best behavior. So if you show up your true authentic self to these pink people, like you do, some of you all do with these Black men, these pink men gonna be treating you the same way. But you don't show out like that. We don't show out for other races like we do with each other. You got Black men, baby, they be on their best behavior. They be acting. Listen, I see some of them. You walking around the mall, you scared to look my way. You scared to even say, how you doing, sis? You scared. You ain't gonna say ish. But let you be with Lamika. Baby, you looking at everything that walk past. You looking at the BBLs. Listen, Lamika can't keep your eyes off these chicks behind. You can't. Cedric, you're saying to each his own. I'm biracial myself, Black and Puerto Rican, so I ain't touching this. Cedric, I have biracial family, so again, it's whatever side. Listen, I think that people identify with one or the other most of the time. Again, I'm fully how I am to my knowledge. So, but the point that I'm making is that a lot of us, we don't act the same when we are dating other people, dating these other races. So I'm sure that the way K Michelle is acting and showing that BBL that she got when she on these hip hop shows and these whatever else, these love and whatever shows she on, she ain't acting like that with this pink dude. And I know some of you all may say, you know what? That's because he's creating a sense of calmness. Or no, you listen, you raggedy, and you know you are. You like to be combative with the brothers, because again, a lot of times we feel that negative masculine energy. And it's like another thing with today is we're automatically, a lot of times, I'm not saying all of the time, but a lot of times we're already on edge with each other because of all of the stuff that is going on, all the stuff that social media feeds us and tells us about each other. Social media is constantly pitting us against each other. So we have this negative, toxic dynamic that I'm hoping that we can get rid of. Because again, I don't like that we're against each other. The black man and the black woman is against each other. But we'll go and pick up another race, and baby, I'm gonna love him and hold him and keep him for my very own. Black women, you're gonna be kind, you're gonna be mellow, you're not gonna be dressing ratchet, you're not gonna be acting ratchet with this pink man. You're not gonna be doing the same thing that you're doing with the brothers. And same thing with the brothers. The way you treat some of you all treat some of these sisters, you are not. And I see that in the store. I know. Whenever I'm outside, I know. Baby, I see so many brothers holding the doors open for these pink chicks. But then you see the brothers with black women, and it's a small fraction of those men that hold the door open for black women. So it's not that another race is treating us better. It's we act differently. We act just like when your mother be like, listen, I'm gonna take you outside. You better not get out there and show either I'm gonna put my foot up See, that's what we do. We on our best behavior with other people in other races. But when we with each other, it's like we putting them dukes up with each other. But when we get with other people, oh well, I'm walking in. I'm living in my soft girl era. I'm in my soft girl era. This pink dude let me be in my soft girl era. No, you chose to be in your soft girl era. You chose to listen to this man. You chose to listen to this pink man. You chose to put this pink man above a black man. You chose to respect this pink man above a black man. You chose to respect and acknowledge and love and cherish this pink chick above a black woman. So let's stop saying that one is treating us better than the other, and let's start zeroing in on how we're acting, because how we are acting is going to dictate how other people treat us. I'm going to say that again. How we're acting, it dictates how they treat us. Because I can promise you, you go and you date Matthew and you cussing Matthew out like you cussing Tyrone out, and you showing your end like you do Tyrone, I promise you Matthew is going to drop you like a bad habit. He will. But you're not acting like that. You're not doing that. I can promise you, if you sitting up here, if you treat Karen the way you treating Brenda, you won't be with Karen for long. So you get with Karen, she ain't got to ask you to pick the kids up from school. She ain't got to ask you to cook. She ain't got to ask you to split no bills with her, because, baby, you ain't splitting no bills with Karen. You paying all the bills. But with Brenda, she gotta split some stuff. You're not gonna ask Karen what she bring to the table, because all these Karens that have been out here getting all these millionaire dudes, they brought absolutely nothing to the table but flat behind. That's all they brought to the table. And these dudes have gave and lost everything to them. And guess what? I ain't mad. Because if you gonna fall for it, then by all means, let these chicks take whatever they can take from you. But we gonna dead nag, oh well, they're doing this because they're better this and they're better. No, we not acting the same way. We not acting. You can bet your bottom dollar Shannon Sharp wasn't asking that pink chick what she brought to the table, because he knew Orphan Annie didn't even have a table. She probably got one now after suing him, but she didn't bring nothing to the table. She was just a little dusty fans only model. But he ain't hassling her about what she brings to the table. But you can listen to him. And whenever he talk about a sister, baby, he got something negative to say. Oh, they got all these kids and this and that and this and all this. Da, 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 da. They looking for a handout. But look, you over here giving charity to the pink chick. You giving charity to somebody that's even less qualified than what you said you were looking for. So that's what the problem is. It's because we act differently when we are around these races. We're not doing the same thing that we do to each other. And we need to cut that ish out. Seriously. We need to cut this ish out and we need to start loving on each other. We need to start getting that Black love together. We need to start making Black love and Black families a priority. Not just, oh well, single Black mothers have to do it all, and or single Black fathers. We had somebody ask, well, should more fathers get be able to raise their kids? Should we start having more fathers raise the kids? And I'm just like, wait a minute. Why can't the question be, can we start having more families raising our kids? Not just the father or the mother. Again, there's that division. Everything we're doing, we have to pit each other against. We're pitting Black man against Black woman. We're pitting each other against, where everything is meant to divide us. So no, let's not bring, oh, more kids should be with their fathers, or more. Listen, more kids, all kids need to be raised in a family, a loving family. They need their father. They need their mother. They need to see their father loving on their mother right. They need to see the mother loving on their father right. Not all it is, we going back and forth, just baby, talking crazy, acting crazy, just can't get along. Like, everybody got to be right. I don't want to be right. I just want to have peace. I don't know what you all think, but I just want to have peace. I'm not interested in going back and forth with anybody about anything, because I'm just not. Like, at this point, I'm like, listen, I can fall asleep mid sentence. When you get to going with all this, I'm like, oh, child, baby, listen, my spirit has mentally, I have left this atmosphere. I have left this. I need to go where I can find some calm and some peace. But we definitely need to kind of check ourselves on these things. So before we go saying what somebody else is doing, or I only date Black women, or I only date pink men, or I only date pink women, let's start checking how we act towards each other. Black men, say to yourself, you know what? Do I treat Black women how I treat pink women when I date them? Have I treated them like that? Do I hold pink women to the same standard that I hold a Black woman to the standard? You all act like there are no pink baby mamas. There are. Society just does not put a spotlight on them. Listen, some of them got kids by their cousins. She got you out there, she kissing a dog. Now you over there kissing the dog. We don't kiss dogs, but you doing it. But she could be over here. She don't cook. She don't do this. So if Karen worked the job, she working 40 hours just like you working 40 hours, and you all get home at the same time. Guess what? Derek, you're going to cook dinner for Karen. You're not going to be complaining. You're not going to be stressing her out. You ain't going to be doing nothing. She going to walk in and she going to kiss you on your forehead as you're up in there preparing some potato salad with raisins in them, because that's what Karen wants you to put in there. You're going to put raisins in the potato salad, and you're not going to season the chicken because you're trying to make Karen happy. Oh, but Derek, let's take Karen out and let's insert Sheikah. And you both work 40 hours. You both getting in at the same time. You for the go. Take your shoes off. Take your towel. You're going to go sit on the couch. You're going to unzip your pants. You're going to scratch your butt. You're going to put your hands in the front of your pants. You're going to turn the TV on. And you're going to ask Sheikah, what's for dinner? Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. I'm not lying. So that would be the difference. So my question would be, so Why do you expect Sheikah to cook the dinner, but you can be in there cooking for Karen? Make it make sense. But again, we'll go back to saying, yeah, I only date white women. I only date white men. I go because they treat me better. No, because you're acting better. You're doing what a man should do. She's doing what a woman should do. And therefore, you're doing that with other races. But try doing that with each other and watch and see how big of a difference that will make in your dating experience with everyone. Cedric, you're saying, regardless of their ethnicity, I treat every woman like a woman. And kudos to you, Cedric. But are you willing to say, is anybody willing to acknowledge what I just said, or am I just speaking a foreign language? Has anybody else seen this? Because I know I'm not the only one that have seen that this is a big reason why there's so much back and forth amongst us, again, because we don't act the same way. We don't act the same way with each other. These men are not treating, black men are not treating black women how they treat other races of women. They are not. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Poll that, listen, everywhere. They are not treating black women the same. And black women don't act the same when they are dating non-black men. So I'm saying all that good energy and that good love that we give to other races, can we bring it back home? Can we bring that back home to each other? Can we please bring that back home? Can we start loving on each other like we used to? Can we, the same love and attention that we give other races, can we do that to each other? Can we make each other feel like we make other races feel? We sit up here and make each other feel like we are some crap, but we'll lift another race up. I don't date black women. I don't date black men. That's a reflection of you. That ain't got nothing to do with them. That's a reflection of you. Because if you change and you do the stuff that you're doing to get you a white woman, if you did that for a black woman, you're gonna be fine. But again, you can't sit up here and say, I only date black women, but you don't require no other race woman to bring, you're not requiring her to do 50-50. You're not requiring any of that. If she got kids, you're going to take care of them little blonde hair, blue-eyed kids, and everybody going to see y'all and know those ain't your kids. But you're going to take care of them. You're going to be spending money. You're going to be doing everything. But let that be Brenda. I ain't finna be sitting up here taking care of no another ninja kid. She better call her baby daddy. Wait, so what changed? Why the change? You playing stepdaddy to Karen and her kids, but now you too good to play stepdaddy for Brenda and her kids. Got it. Again, to me, that's just a self-love issue that we as black people got to get better at doing. So if you're going to say that you don't date your own race, you don't date your own race, and you give all these negative reasons as to why, and they're negative, it ain't something wrong with the race. It's something wrong with you. Check your energy, check your vibes, check your heart. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Joxy, Gabrielle. Come on for you, me love you for true. Oh, girl, come on for you, do what jam me for true. Oh, girl, come on for you, me love you for true. Oh, girl, come on for you, hey. Let me tell you now. Oh, the Congo girl. I'm up right through. Wind up every tune. Dancing in my blood. Dancing in my blood. In the African way. Got so much air I can share. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you, me love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love it, you know I jam me for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you, me love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you, hey. Spirit out on the run. Can't talk what you don't know. Jump me so. That was you, me go do. Worry out to me heart. Vibrate like a jump from start. All the Congo no ma. Energy change like a work of art. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love it, you know I jam me for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you, hey. Ina go down low, low, ina go down low. So what again, ina go down low, ina go down, ina go down low. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love it, you know I jam me for you. Congo girl, come on for you. Love me, love you for you. Congo girl, come on for you.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have esthetician.
Hey.
Chandler.
Ooh.
Mother of a group of cool dudes.
Hey, y'all.
And a little lady.
Missy Woo Woo.
Lady Lotus. How you doing?
I'm amazing.
Good. I see you took your braids down.
Girl, they only getting about 3 weeks. That's why I don't pay all that money for them.
Oh, I listen.
It's a 3-week, possibly 4-week limit. Now, since I paid this time, I was gone 3 weeks. But when my sister-in-law do my hair, now I don't pay no money because I love her so much. I'm going to leave them up for a whole 4 weeks. But there is a countdown process.
Man, listen, man, I'm counting down. I paid too much, so I'm definitely not taking mine down until I get my money's worth. Now, I have cut a few of them out so I can just, make the process a little bit more, feasible. But I'm like, I said to myself, what the heck was I thinking when I decided to get these braids, knowing that July was coming? I'm like, I was not thinking that whole process. All I was thinking about was going outside and being out there. That's all I was thinking about was that boat. I didn't think about nothing after the fact.
Honestly, when I took my hair down, it was more so like, oh my goodness, now I'm about to be Poofy LaBelle. Because of the humidity, it's too hot. Like, it's too hot for this and hot flashes. It is. Ooh, but to me, everybody say, they look good. I see fuzzy. I see a little poodle on the top of my head. I can't.
Well, listen,
it's time for this to come down.
I ain't no telling what's fun. I may have to find me a whole wig or two. I don't know. It's gonna be the summertime, so I'll see.
We're not dealing with the whole wig right now. We're not doing that.
Cedric is saying, hey, listen,
up,
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe to our channel there. We are almost at 1,000. We need you all to subscribe, and go listen, guys. Our Facebook family, there's so much content on our YouTube channel that is not on our Facebook channel. So I encourage you all to go subscribe and watch the videos that are over there because, baby, listen, the foolishness is on a whole nother level over there in these YouTube streets. Do me a favor, go to our Facebook page, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Go to our Instagram, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Jay is spelled Jaye. For all three. While you're at it, go right around the corner, boop, 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 and turn on those notification bells for all platforms.
And guess what? It's all for free. It's for the free.
It is.
It don't cost you not one thing to support your sisters.
It doesn't. Listen.
Support.
You all, we will share everything, all these celebrity things. We share each other's,
Oh,
we
dang.
share everything. Listen, I get so many reels sent to me from other people, and all I can say is I hope y'all sharing the Jaye Spot reels like this.
Right.
I sure hope. I be like, listen, every time I turn around, I'm getting a reel from somebody. Like I get thousands. I mean, my Instagram every day, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, if people was to share our reels like that, you know what, I may actually have $1 to loan you when you call me and ask me for some money. I may actually, because your share may actually help me, but you cannot
Just doing whatever you want to do.
cannot be sharing other people's stuff, not sharing our stuff, and then you need something. Cause I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're gonna have to go ask Beyonce, can she give you something? Because you always share Beyonce stuff. I'm gonna have to go tell you, ask Kirk Franklin or whoever else stuff that y'all be sharing, ask Nene Leaks and all this, you know, cause y'all share all that, you know, you share all that bull junkie. You're gonna have to ask them.
Share this.
Share this.
Share this with your mama.
This here. That's right. Share it with your mama, share it with your pappy, and share it with all your baby mamas.
Say this, that grown folk conversation.
In that order. Now listen, speaking of grown folks conversation, I knew this was gonna happen. If you all go back a year or two, I forget when they got divorced. But I promise you, I told y'all she was coming back. Who am I talking about?
Who are you talking
Tia.
about?
Tia Mowry. In 2023, she divorced her husband,
She did.
Corey Hardrick.
She did. And she did.
And baby, in 2025, she done went back out there and she done got her man back. Because what did I say in
I thought she was with somebody else.
No. Oh, no. She found out. See, I told her. This is what I say. You all go back, because when I first heard about her leaving this, I said, baby, she is going to be back. Once she realized that these streets
ain't for you.
Listen, it ain't what you think it is. She think that she going to be out there having an Atlanta Housewives moment and all this. Baby,
that's why the Atlanta Housewives, you'll never see them with nobody new.
You saw right there this good. Now see, I need her to go and be as vocal about what she did to get him back and what made him finally forgive her. Have the same energy you had when you left this man and you was out there talking about I'm just single and I just need to just listen. You was going through a midlife crisis, and I tried to tell you, and I'm glad
she was going through the.
But Tia listened to
change.
me. Tia listened, because she went back out there and she got her man back, because I said, Tia, girl, look, this ain't what you want. Tia was watching
about the fecal matter.
Yes, Tia was watching an episode of the Jaye Spot, and she heard me telling her, listen, honey, look, okay, I'm all for Black love, and I'm gonna tell you, these here streets, these dating streets, because sometimes, you know, I think some celebrities think that there's a difference in the dating pool. The only difference in the dating pool is the amount of money that you're dealing with. But you got men that got money that are not, that's garbage. You got broke men that are garbage. So like they are double negative. Some of these, you broke and you got a garbage attitude. You just double nothing. Like you just a double negative right there. We can't have broke and ain't no nothing. But then some of you think that, oh well, it's you have to raise your standards, and it's the pool. No, all of the pools have nothing. It's nothing.
No.
JP on YouTube is saying double nothing. Absolutely, it's a double nothing, and that's where the problem.
It's something out there.
Yeah, it's something out
It's
there.
it's a little guppy just waiting on one of us to love them.
Well, you know what? They so small that we need you at school. Fish, they travel into school, so you can't see the good guppy for the rest of the nothing that could be surrounding it. But listen, I've been cheated on by a dude that ain't had no money. I done been cheated on by a dude that had money. So therefore, what they say? Now they say, look
I
at
think
the
it's a little bit of character.
and then they say, you know what? But look at it. I'm not, I probably want to retract that statement. I'm gonna recant that statement because they say you got to look at what the common denominator is. So we gonna put a pin in that comment right there. We'll come back on that because what both to do with the money and to do without the money, what they had in common. Yours truly. So I'm gonna have to see what was I doing. Maybe I deserve
No, you didn't.
to be mistreated sometimes.
No, you didn't.
Maybe I deserve to be
didn't.
lied to sometimes.
No, you didn't.
Maybe I deserve. Who am I singing? If y'all want me to stop singing, y'all can cash out me the Jaye Spot the $sign 2022, and I will stop singing.
I do not co-sign. I do not co-sign that message. I rebuke that message because you did not deserve it. The common denominator of the two was something within their characteristics.
Well, no,
they
I
just
don't feel
wasn't
like I
ready.
it. I just needed to break out into the song because if
it's okay, you felt that in that moment.
It fit right in.
I know, but I just want them to know we don't.
Oh yeah, no, I listen. Now listen.
It was just a song break.
Now look, I will own my crazy, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not gonna chase nobody. I'm not. If this is not the ride that you want to ride on, if this is not your final destination, I've said this before. Fellas, let me know. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop saying this. But I let a man know, you don't have to waste your time cheating on me. If ever, and I do mean ever, you feel like I no longer do it for you, you don't like being over here at this Jaye Spot, you don't want to lay your head on my pillow, all you got to do is let me know. That's it. You ain't got to go sneaking around. Now, because I'm going to tell you, listen, I don't have the time or the energy like I used to. Like I could catch a car, baby, listen, Inspector Gadget. That's what I was on. But now, I'm be honest, y'all. My knees don't work. And I can't stay up as long as I used to. I really get sleepy. So at the good times where we all sleepy. At the good times where I used to be out there, baby, I had full surveillance gear, okay? And you may say, how did you get away with? I'm gonna tell y'all one of the biggest things and biggest ways that I was always able to catch a ninja doing something he was wrong. When I would be out there surveillancing and just sitting there parked and everything, I was always in somebody else's car. I was never in my car. And I would be able to sit out in front of a ninja's house, have the popcorn, had a popcorn, got the Depends on in case I got to pee, because I got tired of peeing out them in them bushes out there on that doggone west side. I'm going to tell you.
I'm done.
I'm just, ain't
Pack
no
it up.
listen.
Let's go.
I'm out there, ain't nothing but me and crackheads out there at 2:00 in the morning, and they looking at me while I'm out here. Listen, I see you trying to steal them radios out them folks' car. Won't you go ahead on and find you some business? What you doing sitting in here? What you doing so close to the doggone car? What you mean? What you talking about? Some? What you doing in here? What you doing walking down the street looking? This is what they doing.
Let me get it.
Looking in the cars. What you doing?
Let me get $1.
Who you over here looking for? Why? Mind your business. And then I'd be like, I'm looking for such and such. You seen somebody come out here? You got $5? No, I got $2. Tell you where they at. So listen, but I don't have time to do that anymore. And I'm not interested in doing that anymore.
Holla back, youngin. Ooh, ooh.
Holla
back, youngin. Ooh, ooh.
I'm like, I ain't doing all that. So it's just like, you just you just let them go. Like you gotta listen. I like to say,
You gotta do what Usher said.
what?
Let it burn.
No, I just let them. I like them more. Like my slogan is the at the animal shelter.
Oh,
You have to let them find their forever home. Because
Oh.
like when you adopt a dog from the animal shelter, they say, "Are you going to give this pet? Are you going to be their forever home?" If I'm not your forever home, you can go and find. You're free to find your forever home until we say, "I do." You free, but as soon as we say, "I do," listen, you better make sure that this is where you trying to
ain't no free.
be. Cedric was saying he was messing with a new chick. Listen, Nate, look, I'm like, had I put the effort into it, I would have found it. But I'm like, whatever you do in the dark, it comes to the light anyway, ladies. So always remember that it's only so much lying and sneaking around that you can do until it eventually catches up with them. Cedric is saying Inspector Gadget style. Yes. Oh my goodness. Listen, Cedric.
Da-na-na-na-na.
The stories. But you know, I'm living better now. I don't,
I wish I was living better now.
You are living better.
On the outside, I'm
But on the-
living better. But on the inside, crazy Keisha still lives there.
Oh, you have to
and
absolutely
so my
pray about
my brain will be like, just don't change. Just don't, like, I'm very what do we call it? What's that word? Start with a P, like predictable. So I enjoy predictability, but I also need change. You can't put this Capricorn in a box. But if you change what we do or how it's done, then my brain just be like, click.
Man,
Who is that you over there talking on the phone? Why you cut TV up so loud? Why you do this? Why you do that? But at this age, I know it's just me and keep it on the inside. But on the inside, I'm plotting.
I'll be like, Lord, please don't let me
Lord.
act crazy today. Please, Lord. Lord, I get up. People be getting up out the bed, be like, Lord, protect us. I say all that too, but I say,
Protect
Lord,
me.
please don't let me act crazy today. Please don't let this craziness flare up. I know I'd be like, get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee, please, Lord. I know that you're able to keep me from acting, let my imagination run wild, and then
Wow.
the intuition, and look, Lord, please let me not act on a lot of these things that when I feel my foot itching, I'm like, oh Lord, I know this dude don't walk in somebody else's door. That's why my foot itching. I know this brother.
Oh, that heifer talking about me.
Oh, yes. I'm like, oh, my butt started hurting. Oh, he done pulled out his wallet and he paying for this wench's meal. All of these, oh, my back is hurting. He busting it wide open with this chick.
And it's always a he. It's always you doing it because I told myself you was doing it.
Right. So I'm like, I already know. Like
the left side of my brain told the right side of my brain that something is fishy. Something ain't right.
You ain't right. I'm like,
I didn't
my
do
contact
nothing.
lenses are foggy. Oh, I ain't seeing straight. I know I'm not see. I know I did not just see his car over here where it's not supposed. So all of those crazy things, you all, I've been redeemed from those things, and I'd like to say, I'm proud of.
I don't know if I've been redeemed.
I'm proud of the work that I have put in. You don't think you've been redeemed? You've been redeemed.
I will say that I am a much better person now. I have a lot of restraint and a lot of self-control.
Yeah.
And one of my friends actually told me that she was proud of me. And then she hit me with the, you better than me. And then it was like, you get to reflect it. And it's like, you know what? I'm better than me. You know what? Thank you. Because now, in all honesty, I can just walk away. I pick my battles. It doesn't matter what nobody else say or how nobody else feel. I pick my battles. I'ma save it. Because when that moment come where I get to act crazy, I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Man.
I'm going to enjoy it so much because I ain't act crazy in so long. And you miss that person. We're going to talk about this when we hit the topic of the show. Because I am toxic. I am the toxic. I am the green ooze in the that turned the turtles into humans.
Cedric said, I knew I saw you on Maypole and Cicero.
First of all, I'm off Chicago Avenue. I ain't nowhere near Maypole.
Well, you know what?
I don't even know where Maypole at.
Yeah,
Is that where all the M streets at?
Yeah, but sister,
Oh,
wait,
that
but,
wasn't me.
but sister, yeah, no, Cicero and Cedric, now that's a whole listen. Cicero and Maypole is a whole
nother.
different vibe. Like
Ain't over there. What's like? Tell me something that's right there so I could visualize it.
Now it's like a gas station. It's a whole lot of crime. It's not too far, and I think it's a Rothschild, not too far. It's going okay. So where the expressway going towards the expressway? If you're going down Cicero to get on the expressway,
okay,
is that way.
I don't know. I don't go over there.
There's nothing right.
I wouldn't even walk over there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm Chicago Avenue crazy. I'm cuckoo cow crazy. I'm like,
listen.
I'm like crucial conflict crazy. Head him up, move
now, desperado. Yes,
can't help
West
it.
Side baby, but no, that's Cicero. Listen. Now I will fight. Listen, I know when to say
that's
when.
where all the people we went to school with lived over there.
I said,
right?
baby, if you think I'm gonna be camping out over there on no, you not.
Not today.
To God be the glory. Not over there. We won't. So look, at this point,
you made me high. You made me have a high flash. Shoot, I left my fan.
At this point, I'm glad that they got back together. But like I said, I think I need her to be a little bit more louder about getting back with him. I need her to have that same energy that she had when she called herself filing for a divorce from him, because you tried to put this man, make a mockery of this man, and here you are. I knew she was coming back, because like I say, it's nothing. It's nothing out here. Like, why would you put yourself through this type of foolishness?
If I go out there, I'm out there.
Now, speaking of foolishness, you all,
out there,
because this lady was definitely out here. This lady, she's a pastor's wife. She says that it was by the grace of God. God gave her the grace to iron her husband's clothes to go meet his side chick. You heard me say. She said that as her pastor husband was cheating with this nasty woman, with this wicked woman, with this Jezebel, she said that the grace of God kept her calm, and the grace of God had her ironing her husband's clothes to go meet his side chick.
I need more explanation on this. Did she know he was going, or she felt it in her shondo?
She
knew. He didn't tell her,
but she had caught him.
She felt it in her shondo. Yes, the grace of God had helped her that day.
And she said that, she believes. So it was on this it's another podcast. I forget what this guy's name is. It's on another podcast where I think the guy, Latarius Whitfield, I think that's the name of his. You all drop in the comments, what's the name of this guy's podcast? It's a marriage podcast, and I'm gonna say, I like to say, allegedly he's saved, or he has some type of religion. I don't know, but the foolishness that be going on there sometimes, I'm just like, come on, just stop. I wish people stop using God as some type of mockery. Ma'am, you chose to deal with this cheating man's foolishness. You chose to do that. Don't say God told you to iron this man's clothes for this so he can go out and see this nasty woman. God didn't tell you that. You chose to do that. Now, because you know why? Because you like being first lady, and you was not about to give up your first ladyship for this nasty woman. Because guess what? The nasty woman did not put those years in that you put in with this slimy man that you call a husband. But again, it goes back to what David Banner was saying. I could not be in a church. I could not be under that leadership. You're not even faithful to your wife.
Right.
You're not even holding up to the standards that you promised to God. You are a man of God. Yes, we all fall. Listen, come on. It's only so much falling you can do. It's only so low that you can fall. It's only so many times you're going to fall. That right there is a fall that you just going to have to stay down there. And the Lord will forgive you. But I'm not sure I'm going to stick around when that happens. Yes, he will forgive you and all this and that, but we got to stop using the Lord. We got to stop using God as an excuse and as a plaything for us making the decisions that we make, because God could have been telling you not to marry him and you trying to pray through it. He's like, don't marry him. Oh, I thank you, Lord, for my husband. He keep on showing you, don't marry him. Don't marry him.
Showed you all the signs of
Showed you everything.
Still got married
and
like
you
a dummy.
still married him. So now you in it. So just say, listen,
I was in it and out it, honey.
I'm in it. Like I chose to marry him. Now I do like this. I kill him dead. Go out there with this chick one more again. Go out there one more again. Do you know what you just ate?
I ain't doing that.
It could be chicken soup. Do you really know what you just ate? See, I'm gonna play games with him.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna have to mentally torture him.
I done told you I don't want to be Big Bertha's girlfriend.
I'm like, what you think you just ate? What you mean? What you mean? Now you want to hey, unhand me.
I feel sick.
Unhand me. Unhand
Just give him a whole bunch of laxatives. A lot of laxatives.
Now, I would never do anything.
I will give him all type of laxatives.
I'll say some stuff. I'll make you start thinking that your mind playing tricks on you. See, I'll be doing some other stuff. But we play with God so much. Like, God is not a man that he should lie, and God is not something to play with. Like, let's stop trying to use God as an excuse for our foolish decisions or our decisions. Like, I'm not even gonna say foolish. It's just because you said that you was gonna love him for better or worse, sickness and health. You promised all that. So I don't think that there's anything wrong when people honor their vows. Like, I don't. Like, you and him, you got to work that out. However, if he's being messy out here cheating, Lord, now please forgive this, but I'm going to have to teach this Bama a lesson. I'm going to have to show him that I am the wrong one to be playing with. You want to cheat? Lord, please forgive me, because I'm about to show this brother what it really means to cheat. Now he gonna be mad. See, so don't put nothing out there that you don't want me. So I'm not going to acting crazy. I ain't tearing up the marriage. Now, if you choose to leave, then you choose to leave. But I'm not going to be sitting up here saying the Lord told me to iron his clothes. No, if the Lord told you to iron his clothes, he didn't listen, the devil didn't tell you to go in there and put them hooker rare pumps on. And listen, that's all I'm saying. So if you're going to be cheating, you're going to be making it seem like the Lord told me. Lord ain't told you that. Just say, I love my husband and I'm going to wait for him to, because I know it's only a season that he's acting up, but I know that he will be back, and I'm praying for our marriage. I understand that. I pray. Listen, wives, you should be praying for your husband. You should be praying for your marriage. You definitely should. So fellas, hopefully you got you a wife like that, and do not take advantage of no wife like that, because you may get one like me that I'm going to be good all the way up to you. But listen, if you introduce some foolishness, you better make sure you ready for what you stepped into, because I'm going to be just like you. I'm going to give what you give to me. Now that's petty.
No, it's not.
How is petty? You want me, so I got to sit back and cry and accept it. But you don't.
He ain't going to cry and accept it because he going to leave.
In that order. So all I'm saying,
they can't accept it. That's the wuss in them.
Just make sure, just don't introduce a vibe that you can't keep up with. Hey, how you doing? Oh, this one of my church sisters. Hey, Mama Tony, how you doing? Oh Lord, you see, I done got me
You
up
gonna be
here
in the office.
cutting up. She caught me on the right segment, saying the right thing. So I definitely, be doing the right thing. But listen, I'm telling you, listen, you better not. Don't come over here with that foolishness. Cedric is saying she burnt him with the same iron after he came home that night, laughing but very serious. I'm like this. First, I'm gonna say this. I ain't doing nothing that's gonna put me in jail.
No, ma'am, I will not be
cannot
Big
do jail.
Bertha's.
I am not.
I will
cannot.
not be Big Bertha's girlfriend.
I will not. But that will lead us into tonight's hot topic, because see, all that we was talking about, that wasn't nothing but foolishness. That wasn't nothing but toxicity. So tonight, child, look, okay? Why do some of us stay with someone who stresses us out more than the IRS do during tax time? Why? Why do we stay with them? Listen, you guys, I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you tonight. So listen, hit us up on YouTube, Facebook, or if you feel like talking to us for a second or two, 708-654-0322. Again, that number is, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. 708-223. 8953. Yeah, I gave y'all my boyfriend number. No, I did. 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. If you feel like talking to us, or go to YouTube and Facebook. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Now, listen. Tonight, we're diving into a question that I get a lot. Why do we stay with people who drain us, disrespect us, and sometimes even destroy us? These toxic people. Jay, how do they destroy us? They destroy you mentally. They destroy you emotionally. They destroy your self-esteem. They make you feel like they're it, that's it. Like nobody is going to want you but them. If you leave me, ain't nobody else out there for you. I'm sorry. It ain't nobody else. Me, once this is done, we in, ain't nobody gonna want you.
Your mama and your daddy don't want you either.
Why do we stay with people like that? According to an online source, 61% of people in unhealthy or toxic relationships, they report some type of emotional manipulation as the number one reason they stayed in a toxic relationship longer than they should have. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of emotional abuse in a relationship. And the average person, get this, you all, the average person stays 1.5 years longer than they know they should in a toxic relationship. You know, you were supposed to have ended that thing at 6 months. You saw all of these flags. You saw all of this ish. But you like, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm just gonna see. Cause he a good person. I know. Cause I know I'd listen. All of this, I'm like, this was me. I may as well go ahead on and tell you my life story, because this is definitely relatable.
Very.
And then the final one is social media. It causes us to stay in relationships longer than we should have. Now I'm gonna tell you the people who it causes them, the ones that's always booed up and taking all these fictitious pictures, like y'all been cussing each other out all week, and now on Friday, since it's time to go out to the bar, now we getting dressed to go out, and now we taking selfies and all this and that, and now you've put up such a facade on social media. Now you're afraid to leave these people alone because you don't put all your business out there.
I don't care. We broke up. On to the next one.
And you,
I don't care.
so what do you feel about people posting up all, often about their relationship? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a couple of people that they done posted up so much, and now like you come back and they come back into your news feed somehow.
That person ain't even there no more.
And listen, I kid you not, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's about 2 females that I done went. I said, wait a minute, what missed that? Baby, I done went, called myself, I done found myself looking all through, because now I got to figure out what happened, where did the story end? All I know is she back out there dropping
She
it
outside.
like, oh baby, she outside, dropping it like it's hot and just cussing folks out, and I'm gonna be all right. I'm like, well,
I don't know. I just feel like when I'm vested in your relationship, then you're gonna have to tell me something. You can't just be sitting up here like, oh, I love him. Ooh, ba boo, ba boo, ba boo. And then, like you said, you go back and it's like, what happened? You're not gonna tell me what's happened because I've been vested since day one. Like the past 6, 7, 8 months, I've been in this with you. I went on a trip with y'all. I went to the concert with you.
right.
I was with you on Thanksgiving. And now that it's the new year, new me, so yeah, you do got to tell me something. But as far as like, I think we put too much into social media because people do things on social media. Some people do things for a show. So it's like, I want to show you my man. Look at my man. I was one of them girls, I'm happy in my relationship. Come on, I'm finna post us. Come on, let's take a picture together. But now you can't see him. He mine. He belongs to me. Think what you want to think. I'm going to keep the sacredness over here to keep everybody else's negativity off of it. But when you have that show off mind, it's like a new bag. You want to show off that bag. They want to show their man off. And then when they got to go back out there in the streets again, don't nobody want to go on the streets again. Ain't nobody happy about, oh, we broke up.
Right.
So it's like, it dwindles away. You go through my feed, boy, you going to see them because they all still there. I barely delete them. Don't nobody care. On to the next one. Okay? Do what you're supposed to do. Boop, boop, boop. On to the next one. But keep kissing frogs, so I ain't got to kiss them no more. I don't care.
In that order.
Because
I'm just like you, Lady Lotus. Listen, I feel like we've been on that journey with you. I need to know what happened. And I'm not glad that you back out here in these
streets. I just need to know
what
happened.
I'm just trying to figure out whose fault was it? Was it your fault?
I don't care whose fault it was. Just tell me what happened.
The messy in me cares. The messy in me.
Because now somebody say, if you know that person, you gonna know it was her. She did it again.
I'm like, I know her from a distance, so I don't really know who it was, and it's like, and I'm puzzled. I'm just like,
I'm asking where he at and what happened, girl.
Right. I'm like, and how long ago
when did we break up?
Right. I'm like, I haven't been in the loop with you in this long, but I forgot. This is my new Facebook page. So this Facebook page is like 2 years old. So it's people that's now finding this profile and are requesting me. And it was one of those situations. I was like,
oh no, we're gonna have to figure out what happened. I need you to catch. We gotta catch up, sister.
I wanted to know so bad. I was just like, but you know what? Something just said, you know what, Mind
your business.
I heard my son say, stay out of it, beloved.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
It's in the past. Don't make that girl dread up the past.
Stay out of it.
Because she is playing Cardi B new song right now outside.
Because she definitely outside. I'm just like, well, dag. But Cedric says, because you yourself are toxic.
I don't consider it toxic. I just consider it a little cray-cray. Some men like a little cray-cray.
So what do you... So explain what would you consider your toxic trait?
Honestly, I don't think that I'm toxic. I mean, if you want to call me being petty, if you want to call me like, if you want to call pettiness toxic, but I don't do those things in my relationship. Like, I just want to be loved. I just want to give you me. I just want you to give give yourself to me. I don't bring my excess baggage. I do my best to not make somebody suffer for what somebody else did. Now, if you play that card that some men like to play where they try to make a woman think she crazy, ooh, the light switch gonna go click and then I'm gonna see black. And see, to me, that's not toxic. It's all crazy. We need to have a conversation about crazy traits, like deranged. Like this chick might need to be wrapped up.
Listen, I
like,
always suggest
I'm
sitting on
not
somebody
toxic. If
else's
you don't want to be with
couch.
me, don't be
Don't
with
be
me.
with me.
If you feel like I'm not her, sit me down and talk to me. Let's discuss this. If it's something that you want from me or need from me, that you feel like as your woman, I'm not doing it, maybe I can make that thing happen. We are not mind readers, you know what I'm saying? As women either. If you feel like I need to tickle the bottom of your feet while I'm doing that bobblehead, then you gotta say, baby, when you bobblehead, and can you rub the bottom of my feet? And I'm be like, rub the bottom of your feet. Yeah, it make it better. Okay, daddy, let's figure how I'm gonna do it. But talk to me.
Listen, Pretty Sasha said people stay in toxic relationships because they have a low self-esteem.
Of course.
And they are afraid that nobody else is going to want them if they decide to leave that toxic relationship. And Pretty Tasha, you definitely hit that right on the head. Like a lot of people do have low self-esteem. They do have that. But I think it's also a few other reasons.
Most definitely.
So let's break it down. I like to call it the toxic relationship trap. These are some things that are toxic that have us trapped in these toxic relationships. So a lot of times, some people, like Cedric said, are toxic. And then, like Pretty Tasha said herself, some people have low self-esteem, so they don't want to leave those toxic relationships. But here are a few other things. The reasons, but let's just call them what they are. The excuses that we give a lot of times for staying in these situations. The first one is the time investment trap. We've already been together for 5 years. I can't start over now. I don't feel like starting over.
I don't want to start all over again.
I mean, he all I know. She all I know. I mean, I don't want to get to know nobody new.
Shoot.
The time investment trap. But here's the deal. If you continue to stay, you're just adding more wasted years.
Wasted time.
To this bull junkie. You're just adding on to it. So whatever point that you're at, you've never spent too much time in a relationship to say, you know what, let me continue to endure this foolishness. Let me continue to endure this madness. You've never spent that much time. You can always leave when you make the decision to. The next one is, oh, I love this one. They'll change one day evidence. The one day they'll change fantasy. But here's the deal. Let's call it what it is. It's hope with no evidence. You're hoping that they change, but each day they doing the same bull junkie.
Praying hard.
And they're not giving you any sign on that they're going to change. Because guess what? They like it.
That's who they are. That's who they choose to be.
They like what they doing, and they don't care if you don't, because you there. And this is the thing. Those people that's waiting for them to change, if they've promised you and they're telling you, baby, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna stop cheating, I'm gonna stop doing this, I'm gonna stop doing that, or I'm gonna start doing this more, I'm gonna start doing, knowing you not. If they've promised to change more times than an alcoholic take a drink, I'm gonna let you know, baby, they not gonna change. They not gonna change. They just selling you a dream, and it's a promise to get you to just continue to stay there, knowing that this is toxic and it ain't no good for you. This is another one, like Pretty Tasha said: low self-esteem, self-worth, and fear of being alone. Now, some of us sometimes confuse being familiar with people. We know them. He all I know. She all I know.
Yeah.
But we confuse it with love. Just because you know them, just because you've been together 5 years, that don't mean y'all love each other. That don't mean he love you. That don't mean you love him. You guys are just comfortable and familiar with each other. But it has nothing to do with love. And why, Jay, why do you say that? Because if you loved each other, we wouldn't keep doing these things to hurt each other on a consistent basis. And then we're sweeping it under the rug as though we haven't done these things to hurt each other. So we're never sitting down and we're never resolving these issues, but we keep building upon it, keep hurting each other, keep hurting each other.
I can't say the love is probably there. It's just I'm not in love with you no more. You know what I'm saying? We love. Love ain't what, I don't know. Love is, I guess, got levels to it, but I feel like love can be there, but the in love to make me stay with you is gone. You love that person and that toxicity more than you love yourself, and that's a reason it's staying, because you love that person more than you love yourself and your peace. Because if you love you and your peace, I'm gonna have to get on away from you, because I see that, this not gonna work out. You crazy, I'm crying, you over here telling me don't nobody want me, I look like a wolf dog, but yeah, you steady laying next to me and going all up in me, so the math ain't mathing.
Because sometimes you just got to ask yourself, do I love them, or am I just used to this foolishness? Am I just content with this foolishness? But only you can answer that question. You got to know why you're dealing with certain things. You have to know why you're putting up with certain things. And that's called keeping your first being self-aware, and then holding yourself accountable for things that happen to you in a relationship. Because I'm gonna say this, not everything bad that happens to us in a relationship is the other person's fault. It's not, because we should have got out. When it's been yesterday's ago, you should have left.
It's like the 10th, 5th, 20th time.
And you still there. Now it's no longer on them, because you've allowed it for so long. Jay, how do I allow it? You've saw this man cheat so many times. What you do? Cussing him out, tearing his clothes up, cussing a girl out. You forgive him, he come on back. After that first cuss out, tear up and forgive, and then he back at it again, and you do the same thing. You can promise yourself it is not going to stop, because now he knows what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna do nothing but cuss him out and tear his stuff up, and then you're gonna go replace his stuff with your money. So it costs him nothing. He don't care about you doing all that yelling and fussing and all this other stuff.
He don't even care about his own mental health, because he causing the first problem.
He don't care.
He don't care.
So we got to be accountable for some things that we allow. How do I allow it? Because you stick around. You don't put out any consequences and then you stick to them. Jay, what kind of consequences? Whatever you feel is fitting for your situation, because here's the deal. It's not a one size fit all. It's really not. What do you feel that you can do that will teach him or her a lesson? What would be a punishment to let them know, you know what, you don't get to treat me like this. You don't get to do that. So whatever that is in your relationship, because here's the deal. Some people do love their people. And the fact that you can stop talking to them would be enough. Oh man, I know she's serious. I know she done headed up. You can move out.
The silent treatment is golden at this day and age.
Anything. So whatever whatever gets to that person, that's what you have to do. But you definitely have to draw the line.
Is them kids on that list?
That's the next one. That they played the kids card. We use the kids card or the kids excuse. We tell ourselves, I'm staying for the kids.
I meant that from the bottom of my heart, though.
But
no excuse.
Studies show kids in toxic homes are 2 times more likely to have anxiety and depression, and they will mimic what they saw in your relationship.
They have trust issues, abandonment issues. They have all of issues.
All kinds of things, because we stayed for the kids. So they watch us. They're watching us and they learn what love is. They learn how to love a man by how they see us do it. They learn how to love a woman by seeing their parents do it. And if we're not doing it properly, then we've instilled into our kids how to do it. They accept what they see us accept. So a lot of times the kids learn by what they have seen. So if you're in one of those situations where you're staying for the kids, I can respect that. But do your best to not let it be toxic. Like, or don't let them see that. Like you guys have to shelter and protect your kids from the negative aspects of your relationship, because back in the day that was called grown folks business. So we ain't gonna act the clown in front of the kids. We not cussing each other, we not undermining each other in front of the kids. So however we feel about each other on a personal adult level, that's how we feel about each other. But we should
quit
not
turning around telling them kids.
Yes.
We was in the Dells and the girl cursed that boy out all the way outside the Dells. We got outside and the police was there. So the police was talking to the daddy and she over there telling the daughters, and I don't care what he's saying, blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking about like, that's their dad.
Right.
Like, don't sit up there and tell them all these horrible things about their dad, knowing probably y'all all gonna end up in the same house again later on.
Y'all gotta drive back home together.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Exactly. I ain't even think about that part.
Sister Tony is saying, preach, y'all. Amen. It's bad for you and them. It becomes their norm. And Cedric is saying, cuckoo. Yes, cuckoo. Listen, that cuckoo train is definitely here. And then the last one, you all, is the financial trap. If you're staying with somebody just because they pay the bills, please understand that it's, oh my goodness, you have to do better. Now, I don't think that we deal with that a lot today because a lot of women have their own. But back in the day, when we talk about, well, why did grandmama stay back in the day? Why did my dear stay with cheating Uncle Rufus and this and that? This was because she was financially dependent upon him. So she had to accept a lot of things. And no doubt, I mean, I'm sure she checked them, but this is the good relationship because you never saw what my dear did to Rufus. Granted, you didn't see what happened. You didn't hear what happened. You didn't hear. So
my dear hit him with them grits a couple of times.
Listen, y'all could have been out at the playground on the field and she done hammed them up in the kitchen. And all you know is one day, Granddaddy Rufus ain't never went back outside no more.
Why Granddaddy crying? Oh, nothing, baby. He stumped his toe on that dresser. Go take your shower now. Don't worry about Grandpa. He gonna be all right.
He gonna be all right.
Well, you know something wrong, but you don't know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way it's supposed to be for your kids and the family. Like nobody should know really what's going on, but the two of you all. Unless you're bringing wise people that are interested, that have the best interest for your marriage and for your relationship, then those are the people that you want to bring in. But people that are negative about love, negative about relationships and stuff, those are not people that you need to be talking to about your relationship, because that they're not going to try to keep y'all together.
Right.
They not.
Girl, you better leave him.
So if you got that in your ear and you know that you're trying to keep them, you got to do what you have to do. But answer this and drop this, guys, in the comments. What's a reason that you've stayed in a toxic relationship longer than you should have? Drop it in the comments, guys. Look, would you rather be single and at peace or booed up and stressed out?
Booed up and boo-hooing.
I'm not finna do it. I'm not saying that love is bad. Love is great. But listen, these toxic situations and relationships, we got to find a way to curate that and find out how to eliminate this toxic ish in our relationships. Because sometimes loving someone means letting them go. and loving yourself enough to not settle for stress disguised as love. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page, our YouTube page and channel. Like and follow us there. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Go to Facebook. Like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Also, Instagram, the Jaye Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled
Jaye.
For all three. Until next time, you all take care of yourself and
Thank
each
you
other. Love
for
on
hitting
each other.
the Jaye Spot on
Good night, you guys.
IntellectualRadio.com.